Now let's look at the event-based email campaign, right? So if you have, this is my first event-based campaign. So let's assume you've launched a new product, but rather than sending it out to all customers with one time or periodic, you want to send it to customers one by one, and you want to see that whoever is coming to my website, I want to send them an email. So you use an event-based campaign which triggered campaigns based upon customer behavior. So this is the trigger. So trigger this campaign when somebody does product view. And how long after the trigger event do you want to show this campaign? So do you want to show this campaign immediately after the trigger event, or should it come with a delay? So let's suppose I want to launch it immediately after the customer has done this behavior. I go to the next section, which is creating a segment. So everybody who's completed an order before, if any of those customers clicked on any product, I want to send them this campaign. So I think an important question to address at this time is, what is the difference relationship between a trigger and a segment? So a trigger is when customer does a particular behavior, which is either clicking on any product and add to cart or completes an order. So this is the trigger or the behavior, and the segment is looking at the customers who do behaviors. The relationship between trigger and segment is like this. Trigger is the actual behavior which the customer would do to qualify for a campaign. So for example, we've selected the trigger event as customers who are coming in and clicking on or viewing a product, right? So anytime a customer views a product, they'll qualify for this campaign. But do we need to target all customers, or there's a select group of customers who comes and then does a product view event, we want to send them a campaign? So that is selected in segment. So in segment, I've defined that customers who have completed an order previously, if any of those customers come and does a product view event, in that case we should send a campaign. So that is the relationship between trigger and segment. So what would happen if there is a new customer or customers who have not placed an order, and they come on the website and they sort of click on any product, then nobody would be sent a campaign. Now the schedule is for event-based campaigns is, I select a date range. So I select a date range which is I want this event-based campaign to be active from 14th till 30th, and I want to run this campaign on every day, and what time the campaign will be active to, I start a start date that every day at 2 p.m. Till 4 p.m. this campaign should be active. Right? So every day the campaign should be active from, let's suppose, 2 p.m. in the afternoon till 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And how often will this campaign be delivered? So I can so there are three options. Every time the event gets triggered. So what I'm setting up as, if every time the customer who has placed an order with your Shopify store before, they come in and they click on any product during any of these days between this time, every time they do this behavior, an email would be sent to them, right? A communication would be sent to them. Or you can limit it to once, you can limit this campaign broadcast for once for the duration of the campaign, or you can set up a custom minimum delay where you can say, okay, I want to send this campaign between every 1 day to the customer, for example, right? So this is how you can control the set up the settings section on the Mergn. So what are these three types of conditions? So if the trigger and the segment you have selected, every time customer does this behavior, and on every time each behavior you want to send a broadcast to the customer, then you use every time the event gets triggered. If you want to send, regardless of how many times the customer does that behavior, you want to send it once for the duration of the campaign, then you select the second option. Or if you want to build your custom condition that, okay, I want to send it, if the customer does this behavior, I don't want to send it every time or once, but I want to send it like maybe after 2-3 days. So if the customer does it after 2-3 days, then I'll send this or qualify the customer into this campaign again. So that you can put in customer minimum delay. And once you've set these conditions up, you can go ahead, review the campaign and publish your event-based campaign.